Hi, everyone. Today, I'll take you on a journey through one of the most extraordinary natural systems on Earth, the Gulf Stream and its larger network, the Atlantic Meridional Overturning Circulation, or AMOC. These interconnected currents are vital to maintaining global climate stability, but human-induced climate change is pushing them into uncharted territory with potentially devastating consequences. Let's begin with what makes the Gulf Stream so remarkable. Stretching from the tropics to the North Atlantic, this current transports warm water northward at an astonishing scale. Imagine this. Every second, it carries over 113 million cubic meters of water, more than all the world's rivers combined. This movement is part of a broader system, the EMAC, which redistributes heat and energy across the planet. Cold, dense water sinks near the Arctic, creating a conveyor belt that drives the flow of ocean currents around the globe. This system doesn't just regulate temperatures, it also influences weather patterns, ecosystems, and even sea levels. But here's the concern. The EMC is slowing down, and the culprit is climate change. Rising global temperatures are accelerating the melting of Greenland's ice sheet, adding enormous quantities of fresh water into the North Atlantic. This fresh water dilutes the salty seawater, reducing its density and disrupting the sinking motion that powers the EMOC. Research shows the AMOC has already weakened by 15% since the mid-20th century, a level unprecedented in at least 1600 years. This slowdown isn't just a theoretical problem. We already witnessed its consequences. In the North Atlantic, south of Greenland, a cold blob has emerged, a patch of ocean cooling despite overall global warming. This anomaly disrupts weather systems, contributing to harsher winters in parts of Europe, while paradoxically making summer heat waves more frequent and severe. In the U.S., the slowing Gulf Stream is linked to rising sea levels along the eastern seaboard, making cities like Miami and New York even more vulnerable to flooding. The extra energy stored in these warmer waters is also fueling stronger hurricanes. Meanwhile, in Africa, regions like the Sahel are facing worsening droughts as the AMOC heat distribution falters. Let me give you a broader perspective. Scientists have used advanced models to study the effects of increasing carbon dioxide on the AMOC. These models simulate scenarios where atmospheric carbon dioxide levels double over 70 years. The results are clear. As warming accelerates, the AMOC weakens further. If emissions remain unchecked, some projections suggest a complete collapse by 2300. Such a collapse would not only cool the North Atlantic, but also destabilize weather patterns worldwide, disrupting agriculture, ecosystems, and economies. Now, you may be wondering, how close are we to this tipping point? The truth is, we don't know exactly. The AMOC is a nonlinear system, meaning small changes could have dramatic, unpredictable outcomes. However, the evidence of weakening, observed through sea surface temperatures, salinity levels, and even coral isotope records, leaves little doubt that the system is under immense stress. If the AMOC slows down too much, its ability to recover could vanish, plunging the system into a new, chaotic equilibrium. This brings us to the most important question. What can be done? While the AMOC isn't on the brink of collapse yet, we're heading in a dangerous direction. Reducing greenhouse gas emissions is the clearest and most effective way to mitigate these risks. Transitioning to renewable energy, protecting forests, and rethinking industrial practices are critical steps we must take now. If we don't act, the weakened AMOC will amplify the already severe impacts of climate change, with consequences spanning centuries. In closing, the Gulf Stream and AMOC represent a fragile yet vital system, a circulatory network for our planet. Its current state serves as both a warning and opportunity. By understanding and respecting the interconnectedness of Earth's systems, we can work toward a sustainable future. Let's act decisively to preserve this balance for generations to come. Thank you for your watching.